Genesis chapter 13, returning to the promise, choosing by faith, and lifting up your eyes. Genesis chapter 13 begins with Abram returning to where it all started, with God's promise still echoing in his heart. After the trials in Egypt, Abram comes back north, rich in cattle, silver, and gold. But more importantly, he comes back humbled. Egypt had been a detour, a place of fear, but now Abram journeys back to the land of promise, back to the altar he had built at the beginning. And there, Abram calls on the name of the Lord again. Sometimes the greatest victories aren't moving forward, but returning, to worship, to trust, to obedience. Abram didn't let failure define him. He returned to the place where he once met God, and he reconnected. But even in the land of promise, life isn't without problems. Abram's blessings cause conflict. His herds have grown, Lot's herds have grown, and now the land can't support them both together. Strife breaks out between their herdsmen. The blessings are overflowing, but without peace, even abundance can turn sour. Abram could have demanded his way. He was the elder. He was the one called by God. But instead, he shows humility and wisdom. He says to Lot, "Let there be no strife, I pray thee, between me and thee, for we be brethren." Those words are powerful. In a world that chooses conflict, Abram chooses peace. He offers Lot the first choice of the land. "If thou wilt take the left hand, then I will go to the right, or if thou depart to the right hand, then I will go to the left." Abram's trust isn't in the land. It's in the Lord who promised it. Lot lifts up his eyes and sees the lush, well-watered plains of Jordan, beautiful like the garden of the Lord. But looks can be deceiving. Lot chooses by sight, not by spirit. He settles near Sodom, a place already known for great wickedness. Lot's choice reflects human thinking. What looks good must be good, but spiritual discernment sees beyond surface blessings. After Lot departs, God speaks again to Abram. "Lift up now thine eyes and look from the place where thou art, northward, southward, eastward, and westward. For all the land which thou seest, to thee will I give it, and to thy seed forever." Notice the order. Lot lifts his eyes to choose for himself, but Abram lifts his eyes after God tells him to. And what Abram receives is far greater, not just land, but a covenant inheritance that stretches beyond borders and beyond time. God tells Abram to walk through the land, to take possession of it with his steps. So Abram moves again, settling by the oaks of Mamre and Hebron, and once more builds an altar to the Lord. Genesis 13 reminds us that peace is greater than pride, that faith waits for God's timing instead of grabbing what looks good. That true blessing comes not from choosing first, but from trusting fully.